Madridistas, we're back to what is my favorite competition, and I believe a lot of Madridistas' favorite competition as well, as Champions League football is back this Wednesday in the Santiago Bernabeu as Real Madrid faces off against Red Bull Salzburg. Salzburg, not the Leipzig team. Two different teams, guys. But Real Madrid faces off against Red Bull Salzburg at home in the Santiago Bernabeu. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be giving you my starting 11 that I want to see Real Madrid roll out there because there's a couple interesting things coming in this game. No Lucas Vazquez in this game. I will be telling you who I will be having as the right back in this game as well. I will be addressing the recent news that we got from Carlo Ancelotti, whether he's in, whether he's out, as well as his future. I will give you my thoughts on that as well, and of course, my official match prediction. But before we get started, if you're new around here, I'm Dally with Dallyfc. I cover all things Real Madrid. At the end of the video, if you like the content and you want to see more from myself, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, guys, smash that like button and let me know in the comments what's your official match prediction between Real Madrid and Salzburg. So Madridistas, first things first, I wanted to address the recent news about Carlo Ancelotti. I saw the rumors, everybody. I saw the rumors, as did you as well, that said Carlo Ancelotti will be leaving at the end of the season as well and will be pursuing something else. He's not going to be retiring. And then I saw Carlo Ancelotti came out today and said, I want to be very clear. This is verbatim from him. Now, it's probably translated, but verbatim, right? I want to be very clear. I will never decide when I have to leave Real Madrid. It's not myself deciding. It will never be myself deciding when to leave Real Madrid. As well, he also said, I've absolutely not decided to leave Real Madrid. I hope to stay for 4 more years. Four more years, same as Florentino Perez. That would be the perfect in order to do a big farewell together in 2029. So now that we got that, let me give you my thoughts about this situation, right? I think Carlo's lying. I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, will Carlo Ancelotti be fired? I don't think so. I think he's gone. I think he's gone at the end of the year because I think it's time's up. Eventually, the job kind of runs its course a little bit, in my opinion. And right now with Carlo Ancelotti, I appreciate everything that he's done with the club, all the Champions Leagues, all the La Liga as well, the trophies. I love it. I really appreciate Carlo Ancelotti, but I do think at the end of the day and at the end of the season, it will be time for change. And I do believe that the next manager of Real Madrid will be Xabi Alonso, and it will be a homecoming for him after he is done with Leverkusen this season. So that is my thoughts on this right now. There's nothing breaking. If there's anything that breaks with Carlo Ancelotti, again, I don't think he should be fired. I've been Carlo out, but again, the reason why I've been Carlo out is because his lack of actually changes, right? When I talk about changes, specifically that right back situation, which I actually get to talk about it today in this video as well, but specifically putting Lucas Vazquez out there when we were playing elite competition, as well as some of the lack of subs that we've seen from Carlo Ancelotti. I think it's one thing to make a mistake, but it's when you continue to make mistake after mistake after mistake, there's no excuse for it, right? So that is why I'm Carlo out. That, again, I'm not saying he should be fired. I'm not saying he needs to be making these changes. I do believe Carlo Ancelotti can make these changes. But again, if anything breaks with Carlo Ancelotti, whether he signs another contract extension, whether he leaves tomorrow, anything like that, stay tuned, stay subscribed to me. I will 100% let you know. So guys, let's jump into the match preview. So Madridistas, now that we got the Carlo Ancelotti situation out of the way, again, if anything changes with that, I will 100% let you know as well. It's time to focus on Champions League football. And I think for me, and I think for a lot of you as well, this is my favorite competition. I think it's Real Madrid's favorite competition as well, because we're so successful at this, and I'm hoping we can win the trophy once again this year. But first, we have to face off against Red Bull Salzburg, not Leipzig. Two different clubs, guys, two different leagues even. This is the Austrian team, Red Bull Salzburg. And you might be wondering, Dally, how are they doing? That's always the thing I like to think about. Well, let's take a look at their current form right now. Honestly, not too good. Past 5 games, they have 1 draw, 3 losses, and then only 1 win as well. And I think the biggest thing for me, and the thing I really wanted to tell everybody here too, is, when we're taking a look at the Bundesliga, right, the Austrian Bundesliga too, they're sitting at 5th, right? But when we take a look, actually how they're doing in Champions League, because that's what we're playing in. We're not playing over there in the Austrian Bundesliga. It's not good. It's not good for the Salzburg team. I have to scroll, and I actually can't even scroll here. I have to scroll over here, guys. Sorry about that. I have to scroll all the way down to the bottom because Salzburg right now actually sit 32nd with 3 goals only, as well as 18 allowed goals. And then when you take a look at some of the competition that they played, they lost to Prague 3-0. They lost to Brest 4-0. They lost to Zagreb. If I butchered that, I'm sorry, 2-0. They actually won a game against Feyenoord. I'm going to butcher that, but one of the teams over there in the Netherlands. They got absolutely smoked by what might be the next coach of Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, and Xabi Alonso, 5-0, as well as they lost to PSG 3-0. So, when it comes to this team, and when it comes to Champions League football, it's not been going good for them. It's not been going good for them. Again, I don't want to tell you exactly this is the player that's good, this is the player that's good. I don't know. I'm not watching that team all the time religiously, but when I'm comparing them against elite competition in the Champions League, they are getting absolutely destroyed in those games. And that is what I'm hoping that Real Madrid can do in this game. But first things first, what is my starting 11 in this game? Well, this was something I was really considering a lot coming into this game because, first of all, the news is Lucas Vazquez is out because he is suspended. He is not hurt. He is not injured, anything like that. He is actually suspended for this game. So Carlo Ancelotti, his hand will be forced in this game. We will kind of see what does this team look like without Lucas Vazquez in it and who is the right back situation that we'll be seeing. Well, when it came to this game too, I saw the squad list earlier. I shared my thoughts too. It was between two players for me. If you guys disagree with me or if you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to hear from you. But I was between two players because Lorenzo was not part of the squad list, and he was really the only right back that we've actually seen for Real Madrid this year. We were between Raul Asensio, who's been playing center back for us as well. He has played right back before for the youth academy, as well as growing up. And then we've also seen Fede Valverde move out there from the midfield back to the right back situation. And at the end of the day, Fede Valverde, I think if he actually was moved fully to right back position, I think he would be the best right back in the world. And I'm going to be putting Fede Valverde out there. Spoiler now, here's my starting 11 that I will be going with. And honestly, this is pretty close to the starting 11 that I want to be seeing from Real Madrid whenever we are playing against elite competition. I'm talking a Barcelona, I'm talking Atletico Madrid, a Liverpool, stuff like that. When we get further in the rounds in Champions League as well, because I really think that this team can ultimately achieve the goals that we have for the season, which is ultimately winning the Champions League final. And if we can get there, I think it's going to be this starting 11 that we'll be seeing out there. And of course, up top, Kylian Mbappe getting a start. Vinny is back because he is not suspended for Champions League. He is only suspended one more game in La Liga. Jude Bellingham at the 10 role, and then Rodrigo coming off a fantastic performance from Rodrigo, moving over to the right wing position to fill in as now that we don't have Vinny. Vinny's back out there, guys. Basically, long story short. Ceballos, again, coming off a fantastic performance. And then Tchouaméni, he picked up a knock before the last one out there, but Tchouaméni should be back for this game, and I will be having him in my starting 11 in the midfield as well. Very key there. Fran Garcia, again, coming off a very good game for Fran Garcia, gets the left back position. Rudiger, and then I'm putting Raul Asensio there at that center back position. And then again, I am moving Fede Valverde at right back as well, with Courtois in the back. And again, let me know if you disagree with me or agree with me if you think Raul should be there at right back and we should be moving, Tchouaméni, because that was really the thing I was between. There's a couple players that, who could we be moving here? Well, you could possibly see, Tchouaméni. I mean, this is what we've seen a lot. And then maybe you put Fede Valverde here, and then maybe what you do is you put Raul Asensio there. I don't like that as much. I think right now, personally, I think Raul Asensio is a better center back than Tchouaméni. I think that Tchouaméni can come into this midfield. I'd probably be having Camavinga out there as well, but I'm moving Fede Valverde to that right back position because right now, I think that's the best starting 11 that we can actually get out there. And again, if you guys disagree with me or agree with me, let me know. I'm very curious to hear from you guys too, because I think this is going to be a very interesting game for Real Madrid. Now, at the end of the day, the right back position might not matter. And the reason why I might say that is because, again, when I look at Salzburg and I look at some of those competitions that they've played and some of the teams that they've played, it's been ass kickings. I mean, I'll just be honest with everybody. There might not be that many opportunities for Salzburg to actually expose that right back position for Real Madrid in this one too. I could really see us just absolutely dominating this game as well. But let me tell you a couple of the key players I really want us to be watching in this game. First of all, VMR, Vinny, Kylian Mbappe, and Rodrigo. And I'm very curious to hear from you guys too. I asked you before, and again, I prefer the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-3, whatever you want to call it here. I prefer this formation as well. If you guys say to me, Dally, I like the 4-4-2 better, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear from you. But VMR is the key to this game. And I think the biggest key as well is Kylian Mbappe continuing the hot streak that he is on. Because I saw a stat the other day, I had to share it with you guys. Because I think we need to be putting into perspective how good Kylian Mbappe has been doing, especially lately. And I think he's finally, accustomed to the club. I think he's used to playing with this team as well. And he's just getting better and better and better. And I expect so much for Kylian Mbappe in this game as well as moving forward right now. Well, hot streak continues, I'm hoping, because between October and November, when Kylian was kind of struggling out there, he was playing in 9 games. He only got 2 goals and 1 assist in those 9 games from October to November. Now, moving to December to January, we're still in January right now as of recording this video. He has played in 12 games with 9 goals and 2 assists for Kylian Mbappe so far. And again, it could have been another goal, could have been multiple more goals as well. But the difference between 9 games, 2 goals, 1 assist to 12 games, 9 goals, 2 assists is absolutely incredible. And again, Kylian Mbappe right now is on an absolute heater, and I believe that will continue in this game as well. Another player I want to be talking about is finally, he's back, guys. Vinny Jr. I saw the chatter. I don't think I'm going to be entertaining it, saying, oh, are we better team when Vinny is not out there? I'm not going to go that far. I think I need a lot more evidence to see that. Am I saying Rodrigo is awesome whenever he's on the left wing? Sure. He absolutely is. Again, I've said it on time again that Rodrigo, if he wasn't a part of Real Madrid, he'd be the best left winger in the world that is not a part of Real Madrid. And that's excluding Vinny and Kylian Mbappe, obviously. But I believe that Vinny is too talented. There's a couple of things that Vinny does that really annoys me too, and I think it kind of slows down. I think he does slow down the pace sometimes in the games too. And I think he does kind of go one-on-one and kind of just wants to take on a defender and kind of lacks, the teamwork that we kind of see when we have seen Rodrigo out there with Kylian Mbappe, as well as Brahim being out there as well. But Vinny is an elite player. That is why he should have won the Ballon d'Or before, and that's why he was winning, the FIFA Club, whatever it was, the best player in the world from them. He's won multiple awards too. Vinny is the best left wing in the world right now. And to see him back out there, I think it's going to be amazing for us in this game too. And I expect a huge game for Vinny Jr. as well in this game. The player I also want to be talking about is Dani Ceballos, because Dani Ceballos came off an absolute heater in the last one as well, getting, I believe, again, it was 11 for 11 with duels won, which was just honestly incredible. It was honestly incredible to see from Dani Ceballos. What I would like to see more from Dani Ceballos moving forward to is the creativity when it comes to some of these through balls to a Vinny Jr., to a Kylian Mbappe, to a Rodrigo, to a Jude Bellingham even too. I want to see more creativity and more, opportunities created from this midfield. So a Dani Ceballos, a Tchouaméni, stuff like that too. Specifically Ceballos, because I can see his vision that he has. He has some unbelievable balls too, and no pause. Unbelievable passes that he does out wide. But I really want to see us focus a little more inside too, and let's break the line and let's get a pass to a Kylian Mbappe as he's running through the middle. Let's get one to Jude Bellingham too. Let's cross the ball from outside to inside. That's what I want to be seeing from Dani Ceballos in this game. I know he can do it. He's technically gifted. He's incredibly gifted too. And right now he's been playing very well for this Real Madrid team. And it's going to be kind of hard. Even when Camavinga is back from injury, am I taking Ceballos out? I don't know. And I didn't think that would be even a question before. But honestly, Ceballos has been delivering for Real Madrid lately. And that is why he's 100% in my starting lineup for this one as well. Now, 2 players I want to be talking about are the fullbacks, guys. Fran Garcia continues to be absolutely amazing so far. I believe that he's better than Mendy right now. And honestly, coming into the season, did I think I'd be saying that? No, not even close. I did not think Fran Garcia was Real Madrid level. And do I still think he might be Real Madrid level? I don't know. I don't know. I think that Fran Garcia has actually been very surprising so far with how he has been delivering for Real Madrid this season, because I feel like he's getting better and better as the weeks go, as the matches go on. And what I really want to keep seeing from Fran Garcia is the overlapping too. Taking on defenders, to pulling a defender away from Vinny Jr. so Vinny can kind of cut inside too and make it easier, because too many times I'm seeing Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, whoever's on the left wing, going 2-on-1. Fran Garcia can help out on that. He can also Vinny can provide him a through ball, and then Fran Garcia can cross into the box to a Jude Bellingham, to a Tchouaméni, to a Rodrigo, something like that too. But what we've also seen from Fran Garcia is he sometimes inverts into the midfield, and he's one of the runners who is actually running into the box. I want to see that continue for Fran Garcia, because honestly, like I said, I think he's been better and better as the game's gone on, as the season's gone on as well. And honestly, I don't even think it's a question right now. He is the left back that I want to be seeing Carlo Ancelotti roll out there every single match moving forward as well. And then the biggest key to this game too, and the biggest thing I'm very intrigued to see, is Fede Valverde at that right back position, because I do believe that this was what Carlo Ancelotti will be going with. And again, this is what I will be going with. Not 100% exactly what Carlo Ancelotti will be going with, but at the end of the day, I do believe that Carlo Ancelotti will be moving Fede Valverde to that right back role. And I really want to see, how does this team look? Because honestly, again, I don't think Salzburg's that good. I think this is the best starting 11 that as of today that you can be putting out there for Real Madrid. I think we should absolutely dominate in this game. But again, I want to see what that right back position looks like too. How do we look defensively? What's the shape look like for us? And do we get exposed there? I don't think we will. I don't think we will at all. But again, does it matter at the end of the day? I don't know. Couple subs I would love to see in this game. Alaba coming back from the injury as well. If we can give some rest to Rudiger, I think that'd be incredible for us to do. Especially if we can kind of control this game as much as I think we will. I'll be giving you my match prediction here in just a second. I think if we can get Alaba slowly accustomed a little more and more playtime, especially whenever we get opportunities to, that we should be doing that. Same thing goes with Endrick. I really want to see Endrick in this game. If we are up 3-0, 4-0, Carlo Ancelotti, please, if you're watching this video, sub him off. Sub Mbappe off, sub Vinny off, sub Rodrigo, something like that. Don't risk the injury. Give opportunities to Brahim Diaz, to Arda Güler, and especially to Endrick as well, because I really believe that there might be a game later this year that we need to call on Endrick when we need a goal. And if you're giving him the opportunities now in these games that you were absolutely dominating in, that you need to be doing that. And Endrick will eventually deliver for us in. So I'm hoping that we can do that in this game as well. But guys, when it comes to my official match prediction in this one, I believe the hot streak continues for Kylian Mbappe. I believe that Vinny is going to be back and showing everybody why I believe he is the best left wing in the world. And honestly, I think this will be an absolute thrashing for Real Madrid in this game too. And this should be a game that we dominate as well. If we do not, and if this is a close game, there's so many questions that I have. But at the end of the day, I think we absolutely dominated this game. Guys, I am going for a huge Real Madrid win in this one. I'm going Real Madrid 5, Salzburg nothing in this one. I think that we should absolutely dominate this game. I'm going Kylian Mbappe brace. I want the hat trick so bad. I want it so bad. I'm going Vinny getting 1 in this game. I'm going Rodrigo getting 1. Fede Valverde, looking at you. You guys already know. Bangers only for Fede Valverde. And we'll go with a Tchouaméni snipe as well. I predicted in the last one he didn't get the start. I'm predicting a Tchouaméni snipe as well. So guys, let me know what your official match prediction is in the comments below. Guys, if you made it to the end of the video, if you're not subscribed, what are we doing? If you want to see all my videos, hit that subscribe button, like the video as well. And guys, really quick, shout out to all the members. I appreciate you guys all so much. If you guys want to become a member, link is in the description. Guys, I will see you in the live right after the match as well. Can't wait to be talking about the game with you all then. Guys, I love you all so much. Dally with Dallyfc. Cheers. Al Madrid.